Hey, you! Leave your axe at the door. We haven't got a menu, got stew and ale. We've got bits, but not for him. bits, but not for him.
Let's get started by rolling that d20. Oh,
Yikes. That's
just
3 ones in a row.
On a roll. Maeve, what happened last time?
Where did we start? We started by walking back towards town after we left the horror house. Horror house.
I was gonna say.
I missed that part.
Horrors.
Yeah, so we walked back to town. We finally were able to use the rooms that we paid for. And we got some information from the innkeeper about the 3 ladies. They own the place. And some other info that I forget. And then we left there. Oh, we were hired by a guy to protect the house against attacks. Wolf attacks. And so we're at the house now after a whole night of staying awake and nothing happening. And I don't exactly remember where we left off. I don't think they're awake yet. I'm not sure.
It had been 8 hours, and I believe you are about to go up and check on them. There were a few threats. The speculation that the dead father had been attacked by a werewolf, and he might come back as a werewolf. There's also Irina had some. While she was in a restless sleep, she was inspected by Maeve, and she had some peculiar scars on her neck. And so you were gathering and thinking of questions to ask right before you went up and woke them up.
So, it's the morning?
Yes, we got to like 5,
Thank
right?
you.
Or 4.
At what time do we get exhaustion?
So your sleep schedules are pretty weird right now because you woke up basically at 7 o'clock at night because you had this exhausting run in the Durst family home.
We're good to go.
So
for a little while.
You've been awake for 10 hours, about? If we'll say it's 5.
Cool.
There's 6 more hours before possibly exhaustion. So you are in the Burgermeister's house, and his 2 children, Ismark and Irina, are in their rooms having a nice nap. And you did you board up the door to the basement?
I don't think so.
No. Basement?
Because you were considering werewolf dad.
I was thinking like it's possible, but I'm not too worried. I don't think maybe it could happen, but I'm not sure.
The dead guy, yeah, we did go down there and check on him. He was just dead, but yeah.
Okay.
No, we didn't board anything up.
Just
I'll
making
put
sure I
a chair a chair against the doorknob.
Yeah,
That'll
that
stop
could
it.
work. Sure.
So you are in this house, and it's about 5 o'clock in the morning. It's still super dark outside, and it's up to you to decide on what you do now. You can totally wake them up, because they've had a exhausting few days, or you can go upstairs and ask them some stuff about what has happened.
We talked about the different types of vampires, and we think that Irina might be charmed, so that's why she looks like she's been bitten but doesn't remember anything.
Alia's pink coloring box.
Yes, there were different tiers of vampire that Maeve remembered.
But she's got the wounds. She does look like she has been bit.
But if we asked her anything about it,
Well, she's
I don't.
gonna yeah,
Yeah, she won't remember.
she'll deny.
But who knows? Maybe she's like, oh yeah, I met this stranger and he was really nice to me.
That's what I think we need to do. I think we were speaking before we left last time that my suggestion was that we talk to her and find out who she has been around. And see if we can track down the person who did this to her.
And why does she claim that werewolves are constantly attacking, but not tonight? Something about them being controlled?
Maybe they are controlled, or maybe they are not on schedule.
They weren't scheduled to work tonight.
Oh, yes, it is
It's
day
the
off.
weekend. It's a holy day.
Or
an
it is
unholy
not
day.
their cycle. It is very hard to tell the moon cycle because we cannot see the sky.
Maybe they're union werewolves. We should still talk to her. Can we go up and see if she's up? Maybe make some coffee?
Yeah?
When I was browsing around the house, I probably was poking through the kitchen. Is there food in the house?
Yeah. There's food to stay in a few days. There's grains and some breads. Since it's the burgermaster, he has some fancier kind of storage, I guess, like chilled foods and salted meats and whatnot.
Nice.
Kind of a medieval refrigerator.
Pickled eggs. Alright.
Oh, okay. So would you like to wake them up? Samuel is still at the top of the stairs, watching the two doors.
Yes, let's see if we can get your sister up and get her to eat some breakfast or drink some tea.
Sister?
I don't think either of them are awake. We have to go wake them up.
Okay.
I will go wake up gentleman. And I will head upstairs.
Okay.
I'll follow.
Kick his door down. Yeah.
What's going on here?
Top of morning! Time to wake up.
You see Ismark is he's looking better now that he's had some sleep. He still has some slight bags under his eyes. His skin is slightly damp with perspiration, but slowly rouses and looks at you. Oh, I don't think it's been long enough, but is it morning?
It is. It's been 10 hours, right? That's what you said?
Since
It's-
we've been
you've
up.
been awake. Yes, it's been
Wait, no, I thought they,
9
they've
hours.
slept for. They've slept for 9 hours.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna tell him that. Like, it has been 9 hours. Do you require us to stay and guard longer?
Did
Nothing happened. It was a quiet evening.
wait? Nothing happened?
Nothing happened.
Not even a tuft of fur? Not a claw to be seen?
There was movement in the woods outside your parameters, but
Movement.
nothing definitive that I could see. I could not tell if it was man or beast, or bird, or the wind, for that matter.
Well, that's just perfect, I guess. One night I hire bodyguards. It's the one night they don't show up.
Ask him for payment.
So, I do distinctly remember, and a little voice in my head is telling me that I should require payment from you. You
Yeah,
offered compensation.
I do recall you saying something like that. Yeah, it just let me just wake up a bit. How's Irina?
I have not checked on her yet.
I was
My
gonna-
comrade checked on her earlier just to make sure everything was fine, and as far as I know, it's all good.
While she's talking to this guy, I've been in the kitchen rustling up breakfast, the best things I can find to set up on a plate and everything, and I'll be bringing it up to Irina's bedroom to wake her up with, see how she reacts.
Okay.
If there's
you
some
can,
sort of tea sort of stimulant as well.
You can roll a nature or a history. I'm trying to think of what would involve cooking. Maybe survival?
Intimidation.
Eat your damn breakfast.
There's history.
Okay.
Isn't there like an actual cooking skill?
There
Maybe I'm
is.
crazy.
I
Cook's
think
tools.
there's Chef
Yeah.
as a feat.
I do have a cooking kit that is part of my gear, but it's a kitchen. I should be able to find stuff there.
Oh, do you have utensils? Cooking.
Well,
Cook's
for
utensils.
camping and stuff, but I'm in the kitchen. I'm in their house.
Oh,
They've got
okay.
stuff.
There's very specific cook's utensils.
Oh, no, I don't
as a
have that.
tool.
I just have a mess kit.
Right.
Well, there's probably cook's tools in the kitchen. She'd be using them, just wouldn't be
Yeah.
proficient.
No, I'd
Right.
be fine, yeah.
Okay. Well, you managed to find a good amount of food. There are some eggs that you can cook up. Light your bonfire, but not burn anything down. You can
Can you
cook up some
miniaturize
eggs
it?
And, nah,
Really.
it's just 5 feet. But you can get some bread as well. Maybe make some grilled cheese.
Toast. Yeah.
You can.
Sausages.
Can you have? I was gonna say make her roll a survival, just to see if she sets the kitchen on fire.
Stop it! I don't have very many points in
No,
that.
I'm not gonna do that.
You set these people's house on fire,
6 points in survival.
but you made him breakfast, so it's fine.
You burnt down my kitchen.
You managed to find some leaves that you would determine to be good for a beverage.
Yes.
So you boil some water and make a makeshift tea bag and make tea. So you get a pretty decent breakfast out of this kitchen.
All right, I'm gonna throw it on a tray and take it upstairs to her. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey, dearie.
So you open the door to see her, and she is different than Ismark. Her clothing is still like rumpled up and torn and just in a complete mess. You can tell that she has some sweat stains on her tunic, and she has those dark bags under her eyes. It looks like she didn't get a very good night's sleep. But when you walk in, she kind of just bolts up and clutches her rapier that was next to her, and the bed sheets with the other hand. And once she sees it's you, she just kind of like slumps back down and says, "Oh, thank you. Sorry, I had a not very good night's sleep."
I'm gonna be very, very attending and kind, and I'm just gonna, come over to the bed and sit down next to her, and I'm gonna start helping her fix her hair and try to, and I'll set the tray there so she can eat, and I'll just, while we're talking, I'm just gonna be very motherly to her.
Okay.
Try to get her, I don't know what you'd want me to roll for that, but I'm just trying to get her a little of her trust.
Roll an insight.
Okay.
Kind of
Not great.
determine how to best approach this person who has been distraught. So you kind of like sit down on the bed and place the food. She sees it and she says, "Oh, thank you for doing that. That's really kind of you." And you'll like start to straighten her tunic and like get the tears and like try and get everything nice. And she's just like looking at you really funny, like, "What is this woman doing?"
I come off creepy, in other words. Okay.
That's not necessary, but thank you. How is Mark? How was the night?
Well, dearie, we did see some movement out there, but we were never attacked, although we were awake all night. We did everything we could, but there were no attacks.
Are you right sure? I guess that doesn't seem right. The first night in a long time that we've not been attacked.
We think that is odd as well. There were 4 of us, and we were awake all night, and we were in the front and the back and all around the house.
She'll take a quick sip of the hot tea beverage and start munching on toast.
Okay.
I don't know why that is. That's rather fortunate that we didn't get attacked last night, but I'm not sure why it wouldn't happen.
Well, at least you got some rest.
But did our father die for nothing? Why did they come for him? 'Cause I don't understand it.
Dear, you're lucky. You've got us now, and we'd like to help. We're very interested in finding out who's doing this and making them stop.
Well, that'd be very kind of you, but it sounds like it already did stop.
I'm not quite sure.
Wait, I need to think about what's different about last night. I really don't know.
Can you tell me a little bit about when you became ill, when you started feeling not quite yourself?
Well, I've been stressed out because of what's been going on. I don't really know what you mean.
I'm going to get up and open the curtains in the room, let the sun in.
It's still early in the morning.
Oh, is it still dark? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm kind of waiting for the
anyway.
sun to come up. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and open the curtains.
The windows are still boarded with planks, but you can see through a few of them. They're like crisscross in a sense.
Yeah.
Hastily boarded up.
How long has it been that you've been this, like you say, stressed out? And how long have these attacks been going on?
Oh, it's been about a month. At first they were just every once in a while. I thought the monsters would come in to eat. They were hungry for something, coming to town. But it seemed they were focused on me, on the house, on my father. And after a while, Ismar kept leaving to take care of the town for my father's sake, because my father was trying to keep this place protected. He's a very paranoid man, but yeah, about a month, I guess.
So about a month ago, was there anyone that was here on your property other than you and your father and brother?
You mean like lived here?
Or visitors?
Oh yeah, of course. My father was the burgomaster. He had meetings all the time.
Anyone meeting with you particularly? Or interested in you particularly? Have you any suitors, my dear?
I'd rather not say.
I understand. These are personal matters. That's all right. But perhaps your father has spoken to you of eligible young men that he would like you to meet. I know that's a very formal thing that happens.
Yes, he's very protective of me, as is my brother. They really want me to be happy, in a sense.
Certainly.
But it's a bit hard here.
The thing, dear, I'm worried is that there may be an affliction. And you may have acquired that affliction from another person.
What do you...
That's how these things travel.
I think that's really personal. I don't really reckon I want to talk about that.
I'm not suggesting that anything untoward happened at all. I'm just trying to determine if there's another entity or person or personage that we could talk to that might answer some mysteries for us. And that person or personage or entity would have been in this house about a month ago.
Well, roll persuasion.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I gotta do something. Ooh,
Okay.
Show me on the doll where he touched you. Was it here at the neck? Just a hunch.
I mean, I suppose if you're trying to help.
Oh, we are.
There's someone who's not left me alone for a while, much longer than a month.
Oh dear.
Fortunately, but no one really wants to talk about him.
Darling, no one in this town knows me. I'm a perfectly safe person to tell.
Well, it's just that he finds ways of finding out.
I'll tell you what. Let me get a piece of paper and a quill, and you can write the name down. You don't have to say it at all. You know how walls have ears sometimes. Will that help?
Possibly, yeah.
All right. I'll just step out of the room and scramble to find a piece of paper and a quill. I actually have one in my pack.
Okay, you're a wizard. I'm sure you have a lot.
I have paper and quill. I'll pull one out of my pack for her. Here, dear, just write the name down. I won't even speak it out loud.
Okay. So she takes the quill and paper and she kind of stares at the paper for a while and twitches the quill for a bit, kind of thinking about it before she writes a name on it.
El Diablo.
El Diablo? Ah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hon. Thank you for writing this down.
Don't. If you need to show anyone, show them quick, and then burn the paper. I'm not sure how we might find out about this.
All right. Can you sit right here? Go ahead and finish your toast, honey.
Thank you.
I'm going to step out of the room and quickly show the paper to the other girls, to the other members of my party.
Hume will be still watching outside. It's still dark out, so he'll be keeping an eye out for intruders.
Kay and Maeve, take a look at this. And I'll explain to them, that I asked her to write the name down. I said, I don't know who this is, but it looks like someone fairly important. If we go after this guy, if we look for this person, we cannot let him know how we came up with his name. Do we agree?
So what are we can't say this name out loud?
This girl said that she has been pursued by this man. If there's a vampire involved with what's going on with her, and we do believe there is, this would be the name.
But we can't ask around about this name.
Yes, we just can't tell anyone why we're asking. We can't link it to her.
Okay.
It came to me in a dream.
Yes, it came to us in a dream. We cannot link it to her. I've promised her that, and I want to keep my promise. I've also told her that I will burn this paper, and I'm going to do that. I've showed it to you, and now we'll go back into her room, and I will burn this paper. Does everybody have this memorized?
Mm-hmm.
Strad von Zarovich. All right. If we're in agreement, then I'm going to go back into the room, and I will show her the paper, and I will light it on fire and put it in the basin there, her little wash basin she's probably got in her room. I'll light it on fire. I'll show it to her, light it on fire, and drop it in the basin to show her.
Yep, she'll be finishing the food that you brought her, and when you do torch the paper, she'll nod in acceptance. Ismark will be wanting a little bit of privacy to change into some less sweaty clothes.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to step out and let you change, dear. We may want to talk a little bit more. I want you to know I'm here for you if you have anything else you want to tell me.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome, darling. I'm so sorry all of this has happened to you, and please accept my condolences on the loss of your father. And I'll step out of the room.
Okay, you step into the hallway. Maeve and Kate, did you have anything else to say before Ismark wanted some privacy.
Money, please.
No changing
Just
money
a
now.
sec.
You just hold my hand up.
How much longer can we go without any sleep?
6 hours,
uh,
right? 5 hours?
If it's 10, then it would be 6 more hours.
I think we should get some sleep during the daylight. What do you guys think?
If that is what you require.
I mean, I haven't lost any spells or anything. It's not like I have, but I don't want to get too exhausted. We could have a bit of a fight coming up. Does anybody else kind of feel like the calm before the storm?
Maybe.
Says the DM.
Says Hume.
Says Hume. Yeah. Yeah. If these people would be kind enough to allow us to, this might, do you think, suppose we could sleep here? Or should we go to town and try to sleep in the inn?
I think I have given that innkeeper enough gold to allow us to stay possibly for a month.
All right, let's do that then. Once they've dressed, we can take our leave for now. Perhaps they'll need us again tomorrow. We do have we have a name here we need to ask about in town. Quietly.
I'm not very good at that. If we are supposed to say the name, ask for information on this name, but not say the name or how we know this name.
Exactly. We don't want anyone linking our inquiries back to Elena.
Manuvenen.
I communed with the spirits and it came to me in a dream.
Yes. Came to us in a dream that we should find this person. Yes. Well. Good. So we grab Hume and head back to the inn then?
Before we leave, I want to
yes.
check the basement. Just poke my head in there.
Oh, right.
There's a dead guy in the basement. Didn't we say we were going to bury him?
Yes. Let us go talk to Ismark, make sure that is still okay. Like he needs assistance with that.
Okay.
You'll hear a door creak open and footsteps coming down the hall, and Ismark shows up at the top of the stairs. Much cleaner outfit. He's looks as if he just wiped the sweat away from his face and neck. No bath that happened, but he is wearing some nicer clothes.
I'm going to hail him and say, Anathara, Lethalin. I understand there is still payment, but also we offered assistance to burying your father. Would you like us to help with that?
Yeah, I believe last night you said you'd help.
Yes.
I think. Kinda was thinking about it this morning. It wouldn't be a good idea to carry a coffin that he's in down the street from this house. People might suspect some things. I know it is still early in the morning, but people might start talking.
Was he not the leader of the town? Shouldn't the people know that he has passed?
But I'd rather it be more in an official, respectful way than just carrying a corpse through the streets.
Well, I would recommend doing it sooner than later. Dead bodies don't stay dead.
I hope they do.
Tons of the insects and creatures start to come and eat the body, and it returns back to how you say, dust, dirt, earth.
I was also thinking, I know you're magic users, right? Is there any way you could like cast some kind of spell to get it so it doesn't look like that's what we're carrying? Or maybe you have a cart that's a bit
Do I
more-
have a car? I was
cart.
Oh,
Cart.
I heard car.
You got a car?
You got a car? You can fit this body into the trunk?
Don't have anything that would do that. I don't have any sort of a disguise body spell.
I do.
Hide the
I'm gonna
body
tell
spell. Boy, that could be so handy.
Does nobody have thaumaturgy?
I do.
Thaumaturgy could work, right? Maybe?
Thaumaturgy instantaneous. And it's a harmless sound or sensory effect.
But I can conjure up a silent image that can be moved as we're walking. No larger than 15 foot cube.
That sounds great. Should sooner than later, like you said. Let's get this over with. The cover of Nat will help.
That would be good. Let's do that.
Hang on. Physical interaction with the image reveals it to be an illusion, but maybe that's just for people trying to see through it.
Well, make sure no one touches the whatever we're making it into.
What should we make it into? Lumber?
Do we have a cart? If we get a cart, then we could make it look like lumber. Or perhaps a tree that we are simply planting in the ground.
Sideways. Horizontal.
An
Named
upright
after
base.
bird.
We're going. Okay.
Ismark, do you have a cart?
No. I don't haul goods or travel much. I mostly stay in the village.
We could carry it, but...
I was going to say, do you think that the man who brought us to town with cart still in town?
Maybe. If not, we could probably find another cart to borrow.
Yes, this is good.
But, alright. I'm gonna check on Irina if you wanna go do that. Oh, and
We will be.
he'll toss a coin purse to you.
I'll catch it. I catch it. It's heading towards you and I snatch it.
Would I just do it like a dexterity or also sleight of hand?
You can do sleight of hand.
Yeah, she definitely catches it. I go to catch it and then this hand comes out of nowhere and it's like...
It's just like, snatch. But you find 15 gold in the coin purse. Says, that's just for now. If you help us do this, there'll be a little bit more. Thank you again. He'll go back down the hall, and from there you hear him call Irina's name and step in the open a door, and another door shuts.
I'll give everybody 3 gold coins.
Oh, thank you.
For that. Gold coins.
All right. You head out the front.
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure events go how you say.
I did poke my head in the basement. Is the guy still dead? Is he starting to stink?
Well, he was starting to stink when you got here, so yes. He's still wrapped up in bandages in the open coffin.
Alright.
Okay. So you head out the front door. The unkempt front lawn, still messy with weeds and brambles and whatnot, and you head out through the gates back into town. Nope. But they aren't there. Alright. So you start heading uptown. There's on either side, to the left is just like plains land until you get to the forest, and to the right is quite a few buildings, and then straight on is the direction you came, to the crossroads.
Do we remember where the Cartman headed in?
It's to a funny name. Kind of past the inn to like the place where the carts go. Or the marketplace or something like that. What did you call it, Alex?
I don't remember. Was it the Mercantile?
Yes.
Okay.
So Kay is going to suggest we look there.
Okay. That was across the inn, so you can head straight up the street back the way you came. And you make your way past these buildings. They are very quiet. The dead of night is upon you, just like when you first entered the town. There's very little in terms of people or any kind of sign of life coming from any of the buildings. You can see the crossroads are just ahead, and you almost make it to that point when, to your right, there is the sound coming from the interior. It's kind of like a quiet sobbing, and someone's crying on the inside. And as you walk past, you hear kind of like a mournful wail, like and if you'd like to continue on.
That's as we're walking past a house?
Yes.
Is there a window?
Yeah, there are a few windows.
I'm gonna look in the window.
Two on
Stealthily.
the sides and
Stealthily.
one on the second floor.
I look through the window. That's gonna pass a person's passive perception. Probably.
Alright. you creep up and do your best to look inside. It was a bit dark at first, but now you see, like the Burgermaster's mansion, it is boarded up from the inside.
Oh boy.
But you kind of like try and find a good spot where you can see between slits. And you see, like, this house is fairly barren of furniture. There's like in the foyer there's like a single chair, and beyond it you can see a couple hallways and some stairs leading upwards. But in the chair you see a woman. She has her hair down low, kind of covering her face a little bit. You can kind of see her slim features. She's wearing a sort of hooded dress. I don't know what that's called. It's like a normal maid's, not maid, but like
Maiden?
maybe?
A maiden is a lady?
Yes. But she's just like in a dress, has a hood. It's like down to here. Her hair is down further. It's pretty ragged, and the dress she's wearing is also like worn for wear. And in her arms, she's kind of clutching this figure of a person in her to her chest, and she's just like looking down at it.
Figure of a person.
You can tell that she's crying.
Does it look like a baby or like a miniature statue? A figure of a person?
It looks like
Yeah.
a child's toy.
Oh.
Oh. I'm gonna tap on the window, see if she looks my way, or on one of the boards.
Okay. So you do a light tap, and when that happens, she kind of like flinches a little bit, but then goes back to like her own world.
She's giving me the creeps. My instincts are screaming monster.
Well,
Every once in a while, you kind of hear a sniffle, a sob.
I'm sure there are a lot of unhappy people in this town. Can't save them all.
Bye!
is the door locked?
You check it. You can turn the knob, but once you try and open it, it seems like it's hitting something.
Against it.
Hume, break down the door!
They're worried about people getting out, getting in, not people getting out. So, did we knock on the door, or you just
I just tapped
on the window? Oh,
to see if I could get her attention.
I'll try knocking on the door like a normal person.
I'm
Like, hello, new neighbor, borrowing a cup of sugar.
gonna continue looking through the window at her.
Okay, so you knock on the door, try and get her attention. Maeve, when the sound echoes throughout the house, you can see, roll an insight, I suppose.
Oh, it's really good.
Okay, when that happens, you can see her tightly clutch the doll closer to herself, and she kind of like flicks her head up to look at the front door, and you can see from this distance, peering through boards, you can see the tears in her eyes, and you can tell like she's been crying for a long time. She's got heavy bags under her eyes. She looks to be maybe middle-aged. So not super old. She doesn't have crow's feet or deep laugh lines, but she looks a little aged, but mostly just tired and mournful. And she doesn't make any move to go to the door, but she'll just like kind of watch it and clutch the doll.
I'll say to Hazel, did I mention she's like quietly, so hopefully the lady inside doesn't see or hear? Did I mention she's holding a toy, like as if it were a baby? I think she might be a little crazy.
Well, we should find out what that toy represents to her. Some people lose children and grieve over their children's toys as if it was the child themselves.
That sounds crazy to me.
Yes. It can seem so.
You're too nice of a person.
Well, there's some people that are suffering in this town, and I think it might all be tied together somehow.
Well, when you knocked on the door, she looked up, but she didn't move. She
move.
looks horrible. Like she's been crying for a long time.
I'll ask the other members of the party, what do you think we should do? Leave her to her suffering, or try to get in and help her? Or
you could try talking to her through the window.
Okay. I'll go
I'm
to
not
the
so
window
great at that.
and wave. Hello, dear. Do you want to open the door, please? Hello.
Hello, toodaloo.
Just looking for directions.
Okay, Mrs. Doubtfire. All right, so you, Hazel, you look through the window as well, and you see this woman in the rather rundown armchair. She's still staring at the door, kind of rocking a little bit as she does so. And when you call out for her, she'll kind of like slowly look over at the window and say, what do you want?
Poor lady.
Oh, just directions, darling. Could you please open the door?
You sound like a murderer.
Really? Well,
I just need you to open the door. I'm hurt. Open the door.
I don't know. Please.
Offer her the pie. I have a dream pie. Is she hungry?
yes. I have a lovely pastry here. Perhaps you'd like. It's more than I can eat. Perhaps you'd like some.
It's apple.
Is it apple? It's apple.
Roll persuasion.
Persuasion.
Can I assist her with my...
Yes. Roll
Very
once more.
persuasive.
Roll once more.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
All right.
Not meant to be.
So she will, when you mention that, she'll kind of like turn in her rundown chair and say, where did you find it? Where did you get the pastry?
Oh,
Bought it from
there was an old woman selling them in the street.
What was her name?
Oh my
Ah,
goodness,
crap.
I didn't ask her name. Her name was Pies. Anyone love a lovely pie? I don't know.
She and her sisters make them herself, she said.
Oh yes.
No. No.
Yes, well.
Not Gertruda. No. I need to find Gertruda.
You say we need to find the truth? Well, let me in. Let's talk about this.
Gertruda.
She's gone. So long. Lost without me. She's so young still.
Oh my.
She's probably dead.
Wow. Just immediately jump into that.
Probably. In this terrible setting.
Who's lost, dear? Who's lost? We've been helping children these last few days. Is there someone we could help?
No, you can't help find Gertruda. My daughter.
Oh my. Bertruda?
I think it's Gertrude.
Gertruda, okay.
Not just Gertrude. Gertrude is terrible enough. It's Gertruda.
But if you do find her, please tell her mother's so scared. I miss her.
When did she go missing?
About a week ago. I tried to protect her, but she just left.
She left?
She's too young to know what the world is.
How old is she? What was she wearing when you last saw her?
Sounds like a teenager to me.
She's 15.
Yes, of course.
Oh, maybe
Almost
she's not dead.
16.
Oh, yes, they do think they know everything, don't they? Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Tell us what she looks like so we can look for her.
She's very pretty. She's auburn hair, long, beautiful blue eyes. Can't stop seeing them. She's slim and hopeful.
Why did she leave?
She's just wanted to see too much. But I know what's out there. Not for her. She's not ready to see the world for what it is.
Have you ever thought about leaving?
No. I must be here. She'll come back. I know it.
Well, I mean, you said that the world here is awful. So when you had your daughter with you, did you ever think about packing up and going someplace better?
Oh. No one leaves.
We'll talk
What do you
to the
mean?
woman. Oh, go ahead.
What was that, Hazel?
I wanted to say, if we find Gertruda, we need to tell her mother's looking for us. Please give us your name so we can prove to Gertruda that we talked to you.
Good call.
My name is Mary.
A lot of people are named Mary. What's your last name?
No, I don't have any other names other than that, despite what other people might say.
Well, we'll describe the house and we'll say we talked to Mary and we'll tell her what the house looked like. Unless your house has a name. Does your family have a name for your house?
Will know if you say my name that you're talking about her mother.
Very good. We'll do that.
Please. I don't know what else to do.
You know, the first 48 hours are the most important.
Well,
She'll go back to, like, looking down when you first saw her and swaying
Poor
back
woman.
and forth, and you start to hear the crying begin again.
yeah. This poor woman is deep in hysteria. Well, we'll keep an eye out for this child.
Are there any people out on the streets?
Nope, not right now. It's probably about 5:30 in the morning.
Oh yeah.
I'm guessing Hume and Kay are just standing in the middle of the street watching this
Yeah,
happen.
we've got this dead body we need to get rid of. I probably shouldn't have taken the time.
Yeah, Kay's just standing in the middle of the street, just like. So really, they could really fix up this town if they just added
Yeah.
more infrastructure.
Before
Bring
the
in
spell
more help.
fades. Yes. Before the spell fades, maybe we should. Yeah.
Oh, you know what
Let's
I'm
go.
talking about, you?
The body is still at the house. I think we came down to town to get a cart so we can go
Oh,
get
to
it.
get a cart. Okay,
Yeah,
we're going
so
to
we have
get
to
a cart.
go back to get the body and help him bury it.
That's right. Okay.
Okay, so you meet up with Hume and Kay again, waiting in the middle of the street.
Was that a good talk? Good visit to that lady that you seem to know?
Her name is Mary. Her child has been missing for a week. The child's name is Gertruda. And she gave us a description, so we should keep an eye out for her. And if we see her, we should try to convince her to go home. This poor woman is hysterical.
And is there no law authority here? We are now police. We are now investigators. I don't see how this helps us bury the mayor of this town.
It doesn't. I'm sorry. I just can't help but get my nose into business that's not mine.
Every person matters, not just the mayor of the town.
Once a busybody, always a busybody. That's what I was always told.
If there's no authority and now there's no mayor, this place might fall into chaos.
Yeah, so let's get this man hauled quickly.
Right.
Then
Continue
let
on.
us continue forward.
Alright. So this house that you stopped for a moment is only a little bit away from the crossroads where the inn and the mercantile are. And so you go another couple doors down and you see a pathway leading from the main road to the large building that is the mercantile. And you look up and there's a sign over the door that's kind of creaking. A slight breeze is making it go back and forth, and you read Bildrath's Mercantile.
I'm sorry. How do you spell that?
Gertruda.
Buildrath. The first time I heard that, I wrote down bilge rats.
That's good too.
Close.
I was writing down birth rats, and that's definitely not right.
No, one's the hospital, one is the shipyard. This is Bildrats. He's the Lowe's, basically.
The loaves of Barovia.
Yeah. Barovia Lowe's, yes. So, yeah.
And there is a kind of window. It's covered by a curtain, but you can see very slight. There's a little bit of light coming from inside.
I suppose it is still very early.
Some people get up early. It's nice to see lights on anyway. See if the door's open.
Shall we go in then?
Of course. It's a store.
All right.
I mean, I'm from the woods, but even I have seen a store.
So you enter.
Yes.
You go
It's
up
open.
to enter the mercantile, and the doorknob rattles, but it doesn't open. It seems to be locked.
Darn.
Are there hours of operation posted on a nearby?
Yes.
From when you try and open the door, from inside, you can hear what? You
Hello? Anyone
Charlie?
Oh, so sorry.
You want in? You want to buy?
Yes, we would love to buy something. If you don't mind.
All right. One moment.
This
Very
is called...
Whipple. Get the shop ready. People want to buy early.
Oh, yes.
And
This is called white human privilege.
you'll hear some shuffling inside. From the window, you past the curtain, you see more light start to come out as more candles are being lit, lighting candelabras and whatnot. And after about a minute, you kind of hear the shuffling get closer, as and the lock on the door starts to like click, 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 and then and you'll open it up and see this like rather tall, bald man. He stands up very straight, and it's just like kind of like a darker skin, very strong jaw, sunken eyes, and a very simple tunic and pants. And he sees you, he kind of looks down at all of you and turns and shuffles back into the shop.
I guess I've never asked this, but is everyone human in this town?
As far as you can tell, you've seen only humans in this town.
Huh. Alright. Good to know.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't
Not
know
that
if
there's
you
anything
remember,
wrong with that.
but I made a comment about that last session when you were talking to the woman selling pastries.
How she kind of seemed a little racist.
Oh,
Just
she
like a
told you to
hindrance.
keep your foreignness to yourself.
Yeah, I guess I just thought she was being racist, but I didn't catch that on as like, I'm the different one here.
Uh-huh. I said I'm using my white human privilege.
Yeah,
Human
just
privilege.
barging into people's houses.
Yeah.
Asking
Hey,
what's wrong.
what do you want? you open up for me now? Oh, thank you.
Me in. I want to buy stuff. I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm a human.
I'm a
Oh,
paying
good.
customer, damn it. Let me in.
Same thing. Same thing.
What a Karen.
Yes, I'm a
Yeah.
good Karen. And I manager.
So yes,
Okay.
you do
What are we here to
see
buy?
this tall figure look at you and not say anything, and then just like turn around, leaving the door open, but shuffling back into the shop.
Fine. Well, okay. And if you guys know what you want to buy, you better buy it. Then we better get back to the house. Buying a cart or renting a cart or something? What are we doing?
We were looking for a innkeeper. Or not the innkeeper. No, the cart driver.
Oh, the cart driver that we had. Oh, right. We knew of a cart. Yes, yes. Okay.
We can't just leave now.
Now we have to buy. We have to buy something.
What is he
So-
selling?
You enter the shop, and from what you see, it's like fairly large. There are some counters in the center. They are bare right now, but when you enter, you do see another person, different, a little bit shorter than the other guy. He's got quite a bit of facial hair, and his hair is long and kind of raggedy. He looks like he's got finer clothing than the one you just saw, but it's still just like very simple. And he's carrying a bundle of things, and he just kind of like tries to put it down as quickly as he can onto the counter, and then like spreads it out. He's got various like pelts and clothing and like some few weapons that he's like just trying to make it look like they're open, I suppose. Like daggers, and he's got a bow that's hanging up on the wall, and there's some crossbows and arrows that are and bolts that are on display. And he's just, oh yes, come in. Yeah. Sorry, we don't usually open this early. Are you looking for anything specific I can help you with, or you'll point to the larger gentleman. If Periwinkle can help you find something a bit more strong.
Well, I don't know if you'd have it or not. But we are looking for a cart driver. What was his name, ladies?
Driver.
Clive? Flint? Flint.
There was a gentleman named Flint. Drove a cart. We have use of a cart.
I don't drive cart. Periwinkle doesn't drive cart. But you saw this man?
Yes, we thought he came this way. We have need of a cart.
He had a monkey.
When was...
Oh, he had a monkey. Well,
Oh! Yes, he has animals with him. Yes? There was a few days ago.
Mm-hmm. He arrived a few days ago?
He left a few days ago.
Oh. I guess he learned everything he needed to learn from this town and left? That seems really quick, though.
Didn't he say he
don't
was
know.
just passing through? I guess
I
it
thought-
was too advantageous of us to assume that he was still here.
yes.
I do have a cart if you want to rent. I
Oh.
don't drive though. I don't have animal to pull either. You have to
I
pull
might-
yourself.
That should be fine.
We should
How
be
much?
all right with that. How much to rent the cart?
Let me look in book. It's been a while since someone rented carts. We usually use it for bringing in supplies. One moment, please. And he'll turn and kind of hobble out of the main area and into a back room. The other gentleman is just kind of like standing there watching you. Doesn't say anything.
Awkward.
You know.
I want to roll an insight on that guy that's just
Okay.
staring at us watching.
What are you looking for?
What is he? What is his facial expression? Does he seem mad? Does he seem interested in us?
What
like,
is he thinking?
Intrigued?
So
Does he look like get out of my shop?
we don't take your
Kinda
kind around here.
Yeah. Is he very? Yeah. What is he? What is the impression I'm getting?
So you're looking him up and down. He's, though he stands up very straight, his arms are slumped down. So his hands look like they're heavy on him, and he's making no effort to keep them up. And he's like, even though like metagaming, you made it 22. You can't get anything from this guy. Like, you feel like you'd be really good at figuring out what this person is all about, but you're just like, he just has a blank stare on his face. He's just
Does he
like,
look intelligent or does he look like zoned out?
Neither.
Does he look like he had a lobotomy?
No, he's not. It doesn't look that bad. He's just kind of like looking at you, arms weighing at his sides, like. And he doesn't say anything the entire time the guy's gone.
I'm gonna be
I'm
like,
gonna-
so the weather. It's pretty cloudy here, right?
I guess from that role you can determine that he doesn't know what social etiquette is because he's staring for the entire time.
I'm
And
going
not
to
saying
nod my head towards him. And say, nothing of it, Lithlin.
Just staring. Doesn't say anything.
What if I mention the weather?
Nope.
Hazel, what if you talk to him?
I'll try it. Well, oh dear, isn't it a lovely morning out? Are you, getting a jump on the day? Ah. My goodness, aren't you a big fellow? I bet your mother feeds you well. Is she still alive? Is she still with us, dear?
I can't keep a straight face, but he's just like blank staring the entire time.
Oh, even when I talk about his mother, his sainted mother?
His eyes do like look from person to person as they're talking, but just no reply. And a little bit while later, the other guy will come out. He'll have a like a scroll, long piece of parchment that he's kind of like looking at, and he looks like he's paying all attention to the scroll and about to run into the larger gentleman who's just standing there, and he'll like definitely step to the side and like turn
The
to
large
you.
man?
No, the large man doesn't move. Like the smaller man looks like he's walking with the scroll and just like looking at it, and the guy is like coming closer, and then he'll like dodge out of the way, move around him without even like
Okay.
looking up.
Like he's a piece of furniture.
It's been a while. Renting comes down to 25 gold down payment. Return on cards return. About 15 gold back. Minus 2 gold every day. You take it out until it's full payment. So how long do you think you'll be keeping it?
Just for the morning, darling.
No,
Oh,
no, not
okay.
for morning. No, don't ignore old lady. She doesn't know.
Oh, all right.
We need it for the evening.
Oh, for the
So
evening.
just
All right.
charge us for, I guess, 2 days.
2 days. Okay. Well, I take 25 gold now, and then give you back when you return card. 2 days. Return. Uh, 17 gold to you. So, uh, he looks up at the taller gentleman. Is that right, Barry Wimple? I think that's right. The guy just continues to stare. He says, "Yeah, yes, it is right. So 25 now, and I return when you return card. If it's late, it's fine. You already paid. I will return."
Uh, okay.
I'll hand over 10 gold for the down payment.
And I'll chip in 10 as well.
Hume will take the remainder 5. Okay. Yes. Everything is in order. Periwinkle, go out and fetch cart for nice people. I guess you're not from around here. Do you need any instructions on where to go?
I think we'll be staying in town for a while. But do you have any arrows I could buy?
Yes. Of course. I have general wares of what you need, and he'll pat the larger gentleman on his lower back, and finally he will like lumber out the front door and around the corner. While Bildrath will go and like start to collect some things. How many would you like?
I believe I need 5.
Ooh, 5.
5 arrows.
1 gold for 5.
Alright. And I'll give him 1 gold.
Thank you very much. Anyone else need anything? I got your wares here. We get them whenever we need stock. And happy to help anytime.
Do you have any healing potions? Or potions? Or silver? Maybe silver weaponry?
Yes, we don't have a lot. They go pretty fast, but you know when to come. Come in the morning when we have our stock. Don't get to run out. But yes, I will find some. Potions. Potions a little harder. Not a lot of alchemists in Barovia. I check, and he'll go behind the main counter. So there's a bunch of counters in the middle of the room with all their like common wares, and he'll go around the main one where you pay for stuff, and you hear a click and a sliding of a wooden door or a wooden panel, and he'll procure 1 crimson potion. Yes. You said healing potion, yes.
Yes.
Well, I have just this one. It is not cheap, unfortunately for you, but 75 gold.
Oh. Shevadal, I don't have enough for that. Perhaps if that is just your normal price, though, we might purchase more in the coming days. We will see.
I'm gonna pull out some of the stuff I've been looting. So I I have a gold ring. No, I have 4 gold rings that I'll pull out and ask him how much he'll buy these for.
Did I give you a price on that?
No.
Okay.
There was a silver jewelry box with 3 gold rings inside, and then another gold ring I got separately.
I believe I had something with that. Ah, okay. So he'll like look at them, just the 4 gold rings.
Yep.
Oh yeah, those very nice. Did you acquire them legally?
Of course.
Yes, yes, of course. In that case, I would offer 50 gold.
All right. I'll give the rings to him, and then Kay, if you wanted to pay the difference, you could get that healing potion.
All right, that sounds fair.
All right, this is a good trade.
So then I owe him
25.
20 what?
25.
25. All right. And I'll count out 25 gold coins and give them to him.
He'll take the rings. He'll feel them in his hand. Oh yes, nice material. Not. Did you make these or find them or? I know they're like. Never mind. It's not important. What is important is I have them. And he'll
My precious.
go back to the cabinet. He'll give you your crimson potion of healing.
Masaramas.
Place the items back in behind the wooden panel and hear a slide, another click.
I'll make a comment. I like your business practice. We will be back.
But oh, sounds great. I appreciate the business that you bring. If there's anything else you need, I have your general wares. I can't guarantee anything any more rare, but maybe we have it.
What kind of silver weapons did you have?
Ah, yes. Well now, don't have anything like stabby. Unless you shoot it. I do have some silver-tipped arrows.
I make body language like he assumes I'm a stabby kind of person. He probably thinks I'm a thief.
Hey, in turn, looks like, what? I just bought 5 regular arrows and he has silver arrows.
I'm not going to ask how you accrue this or what you do for your business as long as I get the right things. Anyway.
Alright.
So yes, we have a few of those. And he will quickly go into the back and you hear a little bit of shuffling before he comes out. It doesn't take that long, but he has around one arm a bundle of 5 more arrows. This is more pricey than regular arrows. The silver isn't cheap.
What are these effective against?
Living things. They
But
make
why
them stop
silver?
living.
Why is silver so popular? You said it sold out pretty quick.
I don't ask questions like before. People want them, I get them.
How much?
Come on, you know. We can be honest with each other.
You can make a roll if you want. Persuasion or deception or intimidation, whatever you like.
All charisma.
Kay asks how much.
For the 5 gold.
I will take him. I'll give him. Take all my money. Give me.
People believe that maybe snarly bits don't get you if you have silver.
Snarly? What'd you say?
Yeah, like large dogs that walk on back legs.
Okay.
Yes, that's what you want.
That's what I was thinking, but I just wanted to make sure.
I don't see any of these. People just make this stuff up, but if they want to buy, I sell. I get them in. They come in and buy my stuff. I'm like, well, I don't care. You do what you want.
I'm like, I don't care. You do you.
You believe this? That's fine, as long as I get paid. And as you're speaking, you hear the thumps of footsteps coming behind you. Look back, and there's the larger gentleman. Just like it looks like he's barely moving his upper body as his feet stomp on the ground, like boom, 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 and he just stops right behind you, and Bildrath looks up. Oh yes, seems Berrywimple has your cart ready. I have your money, so you are free to go. If you do not return, I keep your money. It's good.
Did you say his name was Periwinkle?
Berrywimple. He's my nephew. He's not out there, but he's good worker.
Yeah, he's not very chatty.
He's a quiet man. He's shy, you know. He's standing directly behind you. Like, if you were to step back, you would bump into him.
Okay. Thank you, Periwimple. Step around him towards the cart. We will be taking this.
He watches you leave. Alright. Thank you again. Come back, of course. I always welcome your business and your generosity. And you exit the store? Or does anyone else need anything?
I bought those silver arrows, by the way. I gave them the 5 gold.
Same price as regular arrows.
Well, no, 5 arrows is 1 gold. But 5 silver arrows is 5 gold.
Oh, I see. Maths.
That's alright, so you exit out, and you can see in the road it's a stable cart. Like it'll hold weight, though you can tell it's seen some wear. The wood looks as if it's been used quite a bit, but it won't instantly fall apart when you put anything in it.
Alright. Let's get back to the house.
Okay.
You're strong, right, Hume? You got this.
Thanks. He'll go over. It looks like it's a 1-horse cart, so he'll put one arm under each of the poles, and he'll make that roll. And starts going, just like heading down the street.
Okay.
Does the cart actually come with like a harness, like animal harness or anything, or?
No,
Oh.
it's the wagon. It's the bed with the 2 sides so things don't fall out. It's got the 2 wheels, and it's got the 2 poles that you can attach to a harness, but there's no animal harness on it. It's a very
Like
simple 2-wheeled cart.
Reverse wheelbarrow.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's a cart.
like when it's not attended to, it will like sit down here where the 2 poles go, and then the wagon, the bed is up here, holding up by the wheels here. But he starts just trudging on down the street back towards the manor. Anyone else want to do anything?
Nope. Back to the house.
Okay. You pass Mary's house very shortly. You can still hear the muffled sobs coming from inside.
Poor dear. Poor dear.
And as you make your way down, occasionally, like maybe 1 or 2 houses, you'll see a very slight dim light coming from the upper story. But it doesn't seem to be moving, and you don't see any shadows cross across it. So it seems like people are starting to wake up. But you Hume pulls it all the way back down to the Burgermaster's house.
Is that a dead body in a sheet?
It was, yeah.
Oh. There you go.
There's
Now
your
you-
dead body.
Now you have your drawing. Were you drawing it as I was describing it? I was on a different page.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't see that. But yes, that
doesn't
is
look
exactly what it looks like.
suspicious At all.
We're gonna. It'll look like something else.
It's a coffin. You don't have to like put the body in there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we don't have to fit him in?
No.
Like
And-
Tetris did it?
And this
Just
bit
squish him.
will come out and open up, so you can like just prop open.
Slide it in.
Yeah. But Hume will drag it back to the manor just outside the fence, and keep it there. And he'll make his way up to the manor.
We're back.
You open the door and go in. Where is Samuel? Did he stay here just watching them?
I kind of forgot about him, so maybe he went and
Yes.
Oh.
he
abandoned.
poofed. Oh, I don't know.
Eh.
He's a very independent cat, so he can take care of himself. He probably stayed there. Oh God.
So you enter the house. When you get inside, you can look to the left side. You see the sitting room where you first found the Burgermaster's body. And in there is Irina and Ismark. They're sitting in comfortable seats, kind of looking a bit anxious. When you enter, you can hear some sounds of talking, but when you enter the room, they seem to stop and look up at you. Right, ready to do this? Got whatever you needed to get this going.
Who's speaking?
Ismark.
Okay.
What
Yep,
time
we're
is it?
ready if you're
He'll
ready.
get up.
Is it
It's
still
like
morning?
it's almost 6, so it's still early.
Okay.
All right. You found a cart? Yeah.
Yes.
That's what you were looking for. Okay, that makes it a lot easier. Wasn't sure if we'd have to carry it, but all right. Well, strong man. Sorry. Anyone else would like to take it out of the basement? Wrongfully assumed, but no. All right. So, he'll gesture to Hume to go down in the basement and make another athletics. He's good at that, so it's no problem. So he leaves the three of you and Irina in the sitting room. She is still sitting on the comfortable sofa, kind of like just staring at the ground, lost in her own thoughts. And shortly after, human Ismark will trot up the stairs, carrying the coffin with the burgomaster's body, and head outside towards the front. Would you like to do anything before you head up? Anything else you'd like to ask or say?
I guess when Kay will like, it's in a coffin still, right?
Yes.
So I'm just going to put my hand on the coffin and say it. Falondin unasala nasaste. Saloon naste. And then I'll step away and bow my head.
Okay. Hume will gesture to Maeve. What are we turning this into?
How about some lumber?
That's easy enough. So they place the coffin in the cart, kind of slide it in, and then prop it up like it's in the picture here, and shut the gate. Keep it secure in there. The wagon or the cart will creak slightly as the weight is put into it, but it looks like it'll be sturdy.
So the lumber looks like sticks sticking out of the cart in the same fashion as the coffin.
So sticks instead of logs? Or
Logs, but not huge logs. Yeah. So I take out a bit of fleece, I mumble a word, I move my hands, and it's logs.
Alright, so Irina will follow you all outside. She's very solemn, kind of like keeping her head down. Ismark will look at her and just kind of like, you don't have to roll insight, you can tell that there's like a caring look in his eyes as he looks at his sister. But he'll turn to Hume and say, "Alright, let's get going. Better not dawdle." And you head back up the way you came. North.
This time Samuel is coming with us.
Okay. Alright. So, you head... Oh, wait. I don't have that. There we go. You head straight north. Ismark says it's a straight shot to the church. I don't think Donovich will mind too much about this. If I was to say anything about my father's passing, he'd be fine. He's a good man to know about it first. Would you like to say anything, or would you like an awkward silence the entire walk?
Awkward silence.
Okay. Just
We're
don't
just
mind.
we're hauling a dead body, and their dad is
Nope.
dead, and I do not have words.
Hauling sticks. Hauling logs.
Sticks, yes.
We're getting a little
Darkening-
sleepy, aren't we?
We're all walking along a cart full of sticks.
What was the
Nothing
question?
to see here.
Are we getting tired?
No. It's
Okay.
been 11 hours so far, so you still have a few hours left.
Sweet.
So this very awkward silence. The only sound is the wooden wheels on the cobblestones, and the gentle rocking of the logs in the cart. And you make your way most of the way. You get to the crossroads. You see that Bildrath is starting to get more light out, make it look more like he's open. You pass the crossroads and you see the inn on your right side. From inside, you can hear the voices of the women, the 3 women that are just having a good time, just laughing and talking about goings on in their life. And you kind of curve off to the left a little bit, and you continue on. In front of you, you can now see the church. It's still off in the distance, but you can still see it just fine. And you go to cross another street when on your left side you see a person dressed in pretty fine clothing. He's a slim man with like a tailored coat and ruffled undershirt. He's got long hair, but it's pulled back to a very kempt ponytail. And you look, and once he sees you come around the corner, he goes up and waves his hand. Irina! Irina! And he'll kind of like jog in his nicely fit shoes. You see this man approach, and Ismark and Hume will slow to a stop as this man approaches. Irina, hi, good morning. Have I caught you at a bad time? And she'll kind of like let out a quick sigh and say, Vasily, yes, hello. It's a bit of a bad time, yes. What can I do you for? And he says, I'm sorry if this is a bad time. I just wanted to say morning. I was coming into town. I heard you. When you were telling me before you were having some problems, so I decided to help you out, if that's okay. she'll say, yeah, that's totally fine. That's really nice of you. Wasn't expecting anything, but yes, if you'd like. And he'll kind of like check his pockets a little bit, and then pull out something from his front pocket. Pulls out a chain, like a necklace, and then finally something pops out. It looks to be like a large tooth of an animal, and he'll pull it out. You said you had some problems with animals around. I know that sometimes things are a bit rough and a lot of dangerous creatures out there. Anyway, sorry. Here. This is for you. I had it specially made. And he'll hand it to Irina, and Irina will like take it. And that's very kind. Thank you. I don't know what to say. What is it exactly? He said, I had this fitted, in Vallaki. There's a really nice, blacksmith who made this for me. I got, a merchant found this item for me. Anyway, so I took this tooth. It's supposed to be a wolf's tooth, and I took it to the smithy, and he, put a silver cap on both ends, and then put it on a chain. So here, is it okay? Is it good? She says, yeah. Sorry, I just have a lot on my mind. Thank you, Vasily. It's very, very nice. I really appreciate it. It might do more good than you might think, but thank you. I kind of have to get going right now. He said, sorry. Sorry to bother you. Is Mark? Yes. Nice to see you again. And if you don't mind, who are your friends? I haven't seen them around Vallaki or even Barovia before. And she'll like look to you. Well, we kind of just met to. I don't quite recall their names. No problem. I guess we'll talk later, okay? But it's really nice to see you. Good luck on whatever bad goings on is happening. I hope the necklace will help. Yes. Okay. I guess I'll go now. Bye, Irina. Ismark. Friends.
Like to roll an insight check during that interaction.
Okay. I didn't really give anyone a chance to talk. But go right ahead.
17.
What are you looking for?
Is this guy just naturally nervous, or is he seem weird, like fidgety? And does Irina seem annoyed? Or is she just kind of like truly just like zoning out?
Anyone else want to make an insight roll? Because I know that there was a lot of talking going on. I don't know if Maeve is back
yeah,
yet.
I'll make an insight roll.
Have to. Okay, Maeve's back. Okay. Maeve, you are just like you're concerned about the woman and the quiet guy and like helping the burgermaster and his children. You just can't really notice anything. Kay, you feel like this is like a super nice guy. It looks like it's weird that he's out at 6 a.m. Just showed up right here. But you can tell that he's genuinely like wanted to do this. It looks like he went out of his way to come here and do this for her. And Hazel, you can tell that Irina is. You can tell all the things about Vasily that Kay can. But you can also tell that Irina isn't really annoyed that he's here, just like annoyed that the situation isn't what it should be. Like,
Right.
she knows what's going on, and it looks like you're just carrying lumber. But she looks genuinely kind of relieved once he shows up. He's like, "Oh, this is not a good time, but I'm glad that somebody cares."
Yeah. I'm going to say to her, well, that's just a lovely thought and a lovely gift that you got from that young man, dear.
Yeah. Thank you.
Perhaps you should wear it.
Yeah. All right. And she'll like put it on. Kind of
Very
hangs
nice.
a bit low, fitting nicely with the tunic she's wearing.
Okay.
Sorry about that. He's really nice. A bit too nice sometimes.
Does he live in this town? Or is he not from here as well?
He's from the land of Barovia, yes. But he lives in the next town over, Valaki. It's just if you follow the road up to the east, the west. Sorry, to the west, you'll just come across Valaki. It's a large town. It's kind of the main town of Barovia, and he's got a nice place there. He's got quite a bit of wealth. Yes.
And you just happened to be in town. How convenient. What wonderful timing.
He's been trying to help. He really has, but he doesn't know anything about like fighting. I guess not like Ismark and I do.
But did he know that your father passed? Perhaps he could be someone that you could go to for counseling. In times of trouble, it is best to lean on Falan.
Sorry, what was that?
Falan? Friend.
Oh, yeah.
Wolf's friend.
I need to be here with my father for now. But once this is taken care of, I think that's a wise choice. He'll be comforting when I need it. Sheesh. Anyway, let's continue on, please. I want to get this over with.
Yes, certainly. Let's go.
All right. So you continue past the cross street, and in front of you, you see the church.
Dun dun dun.
And okay, so you see the church, and you see atop a slight rise, there stands a gray, sagging edifice of stone and wood. This church has obviously weathered the assaults of evil for centuries on end and is worn and weary. A bell tower rises toward the back, and flickering light shines through holes in the shingled roof. The rafters seem to stray feebly against their load. And Ismark and Hume will continue to pull up the cart to the front of the church, and you see the church doors are heavy wooden doors that look to be covered with claw marks and scarred with fire. human Ismark will, I suppose Hume will continue to hold it so the cart doesn't like tip, but Ismark will start to get in the coffin out of the back. Irina, could you help? Irina will come over and pull the coffin out as well, and we're gonna head around. Could you quickly go inside and talk to Donovich for us? Just mention our names, and that we're out in the graveyard out back.
Okay. Is he the only one in that building?
Yeah, he should be in there. I can see the lights on, so he must be awake.
And
But
his name is
Donovich.
Donovich.
He lives here. He's
Just
here
him? In such a big house.
Yeah. It's been a while, but his son used to live here too.
He must be very old man then to not maintain upkeep. But yes, we will go in and let him know that you are here. That you will be around the back.
Right, one moment. Because there's...
It looks like we're getting attacked by birds in this artwork. And then suddenly, birds!
a storm of birds.
Roll initiative!
Okay, so we'll go to this screen.
Boy. Now we get to go into a Satanist church. Because
so,
it doesn't look great.
Ismark and Irina will head off in this direction. We got the cart out here.
Alright.
So you open these doors.
Yeah. Ah! Whoops.
You were able to go inside.
I was. I was able to apparently it snapped me through.
Okay. So you open up the doors of these heavy doors, and they open to reveal a 10-foot wide, 20-foot long hall that leads to a brightly lit chamber. Brightly lit chapel, sorry. The hall is unlit and reeks of mildew. There are 4 doors, 2 on each side of the hall, that lead to adjacent chambers. You can see the chapel is strewn with debris, and you hear a soft voice from within reciting a prayer. Suddenly, the prayer is blotted out by an inhuman scream that rises up from beneath the wooden floor. Yeah! Wilhelm scream. But
that kind of.
yeah.
Kay is gonna say like, "Shrivel, and I'm gonna turn to Thrash and like, I think there is something wrong in here.
Okay, I'll go in
Does-
too.
Does the priesty guy look phased at all by the noise?
No. It,
He's used to the screams.
yeah, seems so. He's so he's kneeling behind this kind of altar, I guess. So you can't really see him, but you hear the prayer coming from the other side.
Are these doors?
Yes, they are.
I guess I'll ignore the doors for now.
Don't worry about it. Okay, so you enter inside. Behind you see a like older man in like his 50s. He's fairly hefty. He's covered in monks kind of robes, religious monks, not D&D monks, but he has a single cap on the back of his head, and he's behind this stone altar, and he has his head down. You can't really see him, and he doesn't seem to have noticed you either. But you can hear the prayer coming from the other side, like Anorones visiste nosnoru nos vida.
Espiritu Sante.
This church does not look like it's active. I mean, what happened here?
Why don't you go ask him?
I shall.
As you enter the main chapel, you see that it is in shambles, with overturned and broken pews littering the dusty floor. Dozens of candles mounted in candlesticks and candelabras light every dusty corner, in a fervent attempt to rid the chapel of shadows. At the far end of the church sits a claw-scarred altar, beneath which kneels a priest in soiled vestments. Next to him hangs a long, thick rope that stretches up to the bell tower.
Well, we're here to bury someone in the churchyard. I thought we might let the priests know that this man has died.
What? Hold on. What do you mean by soiled robes?
Soiled vestments, like very dirty, and stained.
Like with blood?
Do you want to make a nature or medicine check?
Yes. 19.
So you do look at what you can, and you know it possibly be bodily fluids, but you can't tell if it's blood or not.
Does this guy look alive?
You saying alive or undead? Or
I
just
mean,
alive?
like, is just alive? Because the way you described the rope hanging down,
The rope
is the rope like
right here?
like okay? It's not like on top of him or next to him or whatever.
No, it's hanging up
Okay.
from above. But you can tell that he at least is making sounds of praying. You can
Okay, so
hear
it's
that
like his
coming
mouth
from
is.
him.
I can. Okay.
You can probably see like the top of his head,
Like
over the altar because he's
moving.
kneeling beside it, but you can't see his face.
Okay. I'm still gonna be cautious.
As you're walking along the wooden floor, it kind of creaks as you do so, and once again from below, you hear a voice cry out, "Father! I'm starving!"
Oh dear.
When you hear that, the kind of prayer gets a little louder, like "Oh, domine oris bora nova." And after like a couple seconds, it will quiet down again after the voice from underneath.
Okay. I'm gonna move up to him until he can see me and see if he'll address me.
Okay, do you make any like gestures or noise as you get closer?
Well, I'm trying to be respectful. You know, he's a priest and he's trying to pray, but I'm wanting to get him within his range of sight so that he can see that we're here. Yeah. Ahem.
If you do clear your
Little
throat,
wave.
then
Yeah. Uh-huh.
he'll like the I'm sorry, we're closed right now. It is very early.
I'm afraid we have something that can't wait. We've brought the body of your burgermeister. He has passed away, and we've brought him to bury in the churchyard.
Oh, that is horrible news. I'm very sorry.
And I
Okay.
am very sorry for what appears to have happened here. I must say that your burgermeister was killed by what appear to have been gigantic wolves.
Wolf.
And it looks like you've been through something here as well.
Yes. It happens sometimes.
Happens sometimes.
Yes. It does. Yes. So where is the body?
His children have brought it around to the rear of the church.
Oh. Is Marcus here?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go then. Sorry
I'm sorry.
about the mess.
Yes, but what is the screaming we heard?
It's nothing. It's just that someone doesn't know what they're talking about. He'll move to go to the front of the church, out the doors.
Okay, we'll follow him, I guess. Anybody else have anything they want to say?
Nope, seems good here.
Seems fine.
Normal.
This is fine.
So this is your Shem's place of worship?
Sham?
Humans, people.
It was. Yes, yes. I can say yes.
Okay, just looks around and is like, it is both very extravagant and yet also, how you say, a dump.
I have not had the chance to clean it since it was wrecked.
What wrecked it? Is that just how you worship?
No. They come out of the ground.
What? And Kay will immediately be like looking at the ground.
When he says that, you'll hear another scream from down below.
Ah, Headers.
And Donovan will start to pray again. Dominus Christ, no, Vashna. Oh.
What did he say when you mentioned the screaming downstairs? I missed it.
Well, he said it was nothing, but it is clearly something.
Didn't it scream father? Well, I guess he is a religious man. He could be
Father?
a father. I guess.
I do not know how to assess this situation, but your religion is very weird.
It's not like that. We have our ways.
Do we need to help the person downstairs?
You can't help the person downstairs. They
Why
have
not?
their own problems. They can't get any help anymore. Sometimes you just need to accept that. Sometimes they just can't get any more help.
You know, there's a name. How long have you been, have you served this community?
My entire life.
So you know everyone here? You think you know most of the people who live here?
Yes, I should. We used to pray here, and I gave sanctimony to children who came.
There's a name. I was wondering if I could locate a particular person here in this area. Strad von Zarovich.
When you say the name, he will begin that prayer again, but in a very hastily said. No, don't say the name.
I
He
won't
who
say
must
it
not be
again,
named.
You bring him here if you say that name.
Oh. Well, how would we go to him if we didn't want him to come here, which we don't. We don't want him to come here. But how would we go to where he is if we wish to do that? Not that we do.
We need to hurry. Whatever business you have with me, we need to do now, and you need to leave.
I see. Well, thank you. All right.
And he'll turn quickly and march out the front door.
Okay.
Way to put him in a bad mood.
Yeah.
He has-
I could say.
He has screaming in his basement. I don't think he has much can be helped.
Yes, with someone screaming in his basement, which is nothing, and yet that name, the name of the person
Maybe-
who has harassed
Maybe
Alina.
he also has a well and dungeon in basement.
Could be.
Like that house. There was screaming in that basement too.
There was. And
Mhm.
chanting. I haven't heard any chanting here.
Well, he was chanting.
That's true. Didn't sound
So
the
he-
same, though.
The he
No many
left?
batteries. Yeah, he left.
I'm gonna try some of the doors.
Okay. So you open that door.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Bedroom. I open this door.
One moment. In that room, it contains a wooden bed with a straw-filled mattress, next to which rests a small table with an oil lamp burning brightly on it. Mounted above the bed's headboard is a wooden sun-shaped holy symbol.
I'm resisting the urge to take it.
That doesn't look that evil.
Okay, next. No, this one.
Right, that one.
I'm just standing at the doorway,
Watching.
watching her and watching outside.
Try all the doors. No, this one.
The second one is a dirty, lightless room that contains a wooden bed with straw-filled mattress, and mounted above the bed's headboard is a wooden holy symbol.
In the shape of a sun.
You don't know that. So this one, you see in here an old desk and chair stand against the south wall, a wooden holy symbol mounted above them, a sunburst. A 10-foot long iron rod attached to the north wall stands bare, suggesting a tapestry once hung there. Against the far wall stands a wooden cabinet with four tall doors.
Are there any papers on the desk?
Yes. There's a few blank sheets of parchment and some quill pens and dried up jars of ink.
No writing?
No.
I go over here and look at the wardrobe closet thing.
Cabinet. You see there's a tinderbox, a few wooden boxes of full of candles, and two well-used books. One is titled Hymns to the Dawn, and the other is The Blade of Truth, The Uses of Logic in War Against Diabolist Heresies, as fought by the Ultimist Inquisition. It's quite the title.
Yeah, yikes. Back away from that one. Alright, and the last door.
And sorry, one more book in that wardrobe. His strange book that mixes logic exercise with lurid descriptions of fiend worshipping cults.
Oh,
it has no title.
That's
just.
I'm gonna
fine.
open that. I'm gonna open that book. I'll take it.
You take it? Okay.
Yeah, I'll take it. Ooh.
Final door. Okay. So time and neglect have punched holes in the ceiling of this moldy room, which contains a few broken roof shingles amid puddles of water. In one corner, set into the floor, is a heavy wooden trap door held shut with a chain and padlock. You can hear
There it is.
young man's wailings coming from through the door in the floor.
Alright, well... maybe another time.
Well, we could help him. You suppose we could help him?
We can't help everyone.
This is true.
Alright. Poor thing.
But we can
What
help
else is in there?
them.
Oh my gosh, it's a mess. That room's a mess. And now he's
We
got him
can-
locked up.
Help them bury a body.
Alright.
So I am going to go do that. You have fun robbing or whatever it is you do.
Oh no, we'll go back and help bury the body.
Okay, so you head around to the back, and here you see a fairly large graveyard. moment as I find the description. Okay. So you see a fence of wrought iron with a rusty gate that encloses a rectangular plot of land behind the dilapidated church. Tightly packed gravestones shrouded by fog bear the names of souls long past. All seems quiet. And you can see about 50 feet away is Ismark and Irina and Donovich, who is having a talk with the three of them, between the three of them.
Sorry.
You approach.
Kay will.
I'll hang out in the back.
Yes, I'll approach.
Okay. Hume will
Oh,
approach
I want to.
as well for any strong needs.
I won't come up to the group, but I'll just kind of hang out nearby, and I'm looking around the graveyard for any fresh graves.
Okay.
Oh.
Make an investigation.
No.
You look around and you look at these names of people and any sign of like past, but you don't see any fresh graves. You see a lot of just sadness that resides here.
Okay.
But over to where the three of them stand, you can see there is not a freshly dug grave, but there is a dug grave that they seem to have stopped next to. It appears that maybe Donovic was ready for whoever was to come around with any signs of dead. Just in case. There's no gravestone, just a long hole for a coffin. Next to a mound of dirt that seems to be packed and pushed down, so it's like set into the ground with a shovel in the side. And the three of them will see the three of you approach. Your friends made some haste comments. I think we should hurry on with this, and they should move on if they know what's good for them. And
It's a good thing we don't.
Ismark will say, I'm sorry, but we'll do what we can right now for getting this done. If you'll say a few words, I think we'll get started on putting him in the ground. And Donovich says, again, I'm sorry for what has happened. And he'll procure a small book from his robes and start reading from it. The language you all don't know, but with that, Ismark will situate himself to the coffin, and Hume will get the idea and move over and start putting the coffin into the ground. anything the three of you'd like to do?
I'm just
What's
gonna look.
happening?
I'm just gonna look respectful.
Yeah, just look respectful, but I'll have a shovel to be ready to like start filling in the dirt.
Okay.
I'm standing a few paces away, looking awkward, looking around.
Okay. So after some time, the coffin will go into the ground, and Kay probably will start shoveling it in to there. Ismark will go over and put an arm around Irina as they both watch their father get put into the ground, buried under packed dirt. And no one will say anything. The only sounds are coming from Donovic, who is just muttering words of peace. And with that closing scene, we'll call it a night.
Hey. We buried a body.
Quest complete.
Level up. Moral point.
Yeah, sure.